Have you ever felt like society is just a mess? Like we're all pulling in different directions, and nobody agrees on how to fix anything? It's easy to get cynical. But what if I told you there are two powerful, centuries-old ideas that can help us make sense of it all? Two words that, once you understand them, can change the way you see everything from your local neighborhood to global politics. These words are solidarity and subsidiarity. They might sound a bit academic, but I promise, by the end of this video, they'll feel as real and practical as the ground beneath your feet. So, let's start with solidarity. At its core, solidarity is the simple, profound recognition that we belong to each other. We are not just isolated individuals bumping into one another. We are part of a single human family. Think about it. When a natural disaster strikes a country halfway across the world, why do we feel a pang of sympathy? Why do we donate to relief efforts? That's solidarity. It's the invisible thread that connects your well-being to mine and ours to everyone else's. It's the understanding that we have a shared responsibility for the common good. We're all in this together. This isn't just some vague, feel-good sentiment. It has real-world consequences. Solidarity is the engine behind charities, food banks, and volunteer organizations. When you drop a few coins into a donation box, you're practicing solidarity. When a community comes together to clean up a local park or support a family that's fallen on hard times, that's solidarity in action. It's the belief that an injury to one is an injury to all. It reminds us that the economy should serve people, not the other way around, and that everyone deserves dignity and a chance to flourish. Solidarity is the we that balances the me. It's the social glue that holds a just and compassionate society together. But here's where it gets really interesting. If solidarity is about our connection to the whole, the second word, subsidiarity, is about empowering the parts. Subsidiarity is the principle that matters ought to be handled by the smallest, lowest, or least centralized competent authority. In plain English, decisions should be made as close to the people they affect as possible. It's a powerful argument against over-centralization and top-down, one-size-fits-all solutions. It says that a higher-level authority, like a national government, should not interfere with a lower-level community's affairs unless that community is unable to handle them on its own. Think of it like this. Your family doesn't need the city council to decide what S for dinner tonight. That's a decision best made right in your own kitchen. Similarly, a neighborhood association is probably better equipped to decide where to put a new playground than a federal agency thousands of miles away. Subsidiarity champions local knowledge, local responsibility, and local action. It trusts that individuals, families, and local communities have the capacity and the right to solve their own problems. The role of a larger institution, like the state, is to help to subsidize these smaller groups, not to absorb or replace them. It's about empowering people, not controlling them. So, you might be thinking, don't these two ideas contradict each other? Solidarity calls us to act together as one big family, while subsidiarity tells us to let small, local groups handle their own business. It seems like a paradox, right? But here's the beautiful part. They don't contradict. They balance each other perfectly. They are two sides of the same coin. Imagine a healthy human body. All the cells and organs work together for the good of the whole body. That's solidarity. But the heart doesn't try to do the lungs' job, and the brain doesn't try to digest food for the stomach. Each part has its own function and a degree of independence. That's subsidiarity. The body is healthy precisely because of this dynamic balance between the whole and its parts. Society works the same way. We need solidarity to ensure that everyone is cared for, that we have a safety net for the vulnerable, and that we tackle big challenges like climate change or pandemics together. We need a sense of shared purpose. At the same time, we need subsidiarity to protect individual freedom, foster vibrant local communities, and prevent the rise of an overbearing, bureaucratic state that stifles creativity and personal responsibility. Subsidiarity ensures that the solutions we create are tailored to real, on-the-ground needs, not dictated by distant officials who don't understand the local context. It keeps power in check and keeps it close to the people. When we lose subsidiarity, we get inefficiency and a sense of powerlessness. When we lose solidarity, we get fragmentation, inequality, and a society where the strong thrive at the expense of the weak. Let's look at a concrete example. Education. Solidarity tells us that every child in the country deserves a quality education, regardless of their family's income or zip code. It's a shared national responsibility. This might lead to national standards or federal funding to support underprivileged schools. But subsidiarity would argue that the day-to-day decisions about curriculum, school culture, and teaching methods should be left to local school boards, principals, teachers, and parents. They are the ones who know the students and the community best. The national government's role is to support and empower these local efforts, not to micromanage every classroom. See how they work together? Solidarity sets the big goal education for all, while subsidiarity provides the best way to achieve it through local control and empowerment. Or think about healthcare. Solidarity demands that we build a system where no one is left to suffer or die because they can't afford treatment. It's a commitment to our shared humanity. This might mean we need a national framework to ensure universal access and affordability. But subsidiarity would push back against a completely centralized, top-down system. It would value the role of local hospitals, community health clinics, family doctors, and even non-profit organizations in delivering care. It would encourage solutions that are responsive to the specific health needs of different communities, rather than a monolithic system that treats everyone the same. The goal is to care for everyone, solidarity, by empowering those on the front lines, subsidiarity. These two principles give us a lens to analyze almost any social issue. Should a city government ban plastic bags? Subsidiarity might suggest it's a local decision, but solidarity might ask if this local action contributes to the global problem of plastic pollution. The answer lies in finding the balance. How do we help the homeless? Solidarity demands we act, providing shelter and support. Subsidiarity suggests the most effective help often comes from local charities, churches, and community groups who can build personal relationships rather than just a faceless government program. The government's best role might be to fund and support these grassroots efforts. Once you start seeing the world through the lens of solidarity and subsidiarity, you can't unsee it. You start to recognize why some well-intentioned policies fail. Often, it's because they have too much of one and not enough of the other. A policy driven only by solidarity can become a crushing, centralized bureaucracy. A policy driven only by subsidiarity can lead to a fragmented society where the rich get richer and the poor are left behind. The sweet spot, the path to a truly just and thriving society, is right in the middle, in that creative tension between the two. So what does this mean for you and me? It means we have a duty to look both up and down. We look up and out, recognizing our connection to all of humanity, our solidarity. We support national and global efforts for justice and peace. We care about the person on the other side of the planet, but we also look down and around to our own families, our own streets, our own towns, and we act there. That's subsidiarity. We get involved locally. We support small businesses. We build strong relationships with our neighbors. We take responsibility for the health of our own little corner of the world. True change doesn't just come from presidents and parliaments. It comes from citizens who practice both solidarity and subsidiarity, who think globally but act locally. These two words give us a roadmap out of the cynicism and division that plague us. They offer a third way beyond the endless debate between pure individualism and total state control. They call us to be bigger than ourselves, but also to cherish the small and the local. They remind us that we are both individuals with unique gifts and members of a shared human family. We are both independent and interdependent. So the next time you hear a debate about a social problem, ask yourself, where is the solidarity and where is the subsidiarity? Finding the balance between those two might just be the key to building a better world. Thanks so much for watching. If this idea resonated with you, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that helps us think more deeply about the world we live in. See you next time.